Okay, part one is starting. Now part one has started. So let's get to it.
Hi! Hey!
What's up?
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
It's not a what are the chances thing. If this is what you consider by chance, no. I'm pretty sure the traveler has the natural ability to just come across everybody that's a playable character.
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
She's looking for Amber, dummy. And Amber should be older than Kale by 10 years? 5 years? 10 years? Like, how old was Kale when they first met? Because we know Amber was older than her. Because Kale was shorter than her. She looked like she was 9 years old or 10 years old at best. Now Kale looked like she done turned 16. Amber should be at least 20, 27. Or 26. I'm going to say 26 at best.
No, don't worry. I'm fine.
Stop lying. I know what you're here for.
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there.
What's the book about?
While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy.
Oh boy. Here we go. We're getting back to things of Irminsul, erasing data or throwing it into the backlog so no one can touch it or know about it, erasing people's memories and stuff of this event, or better not memories of it, but more of their perception of this event, or of literature and whatnot, or information and whatnot. So, if this is the case, we have another book on our hand that we must obtain for the lore and try to decipher the allegory of the story. Let's get it.
If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
Okay. That's not something too hard to decipher. If you can do these things, it's basically this. This is basically what it's saying. Check off the requirements, get a reward. And it's clear evident that Kale is extremely, well, not extremely, but she's very illiterate. And it's a shame too, because you can tell she did not, since her whole backstory, she clearly didn't went to school, or nor was she educated on nothing. She was sick, and so her mother just sent her away to the Fatui so that she can get better. I wonder what happened to Kale's mother after that. Did they kill her?
And what does these things refer to?
Acts of kindness, I bet, or good deeds.
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends.
Ooh, this sounds interesting. A flower that is not of this world. The only thing I can think about is the Intavat flower. That's the only thing I can think about. But of course, it belongs to this world. The thing is, it just doesn't belong to Tavat, because from what I can tell, Conrad is not connected. Conrad isn't connected to Tavat, or is not treated as in regard as being connected to this world. In the sense of, one, is not ruled by the Seven or Celestia, so that's already disconnect there from the Archon quest, since we know. So, find a guy who will never get lost. The only one I can think of is Paimon. Find one who never lies. It can't be Venti. Tignari is the only one who I can think about who wouldn't lie. And also Sino. Find a legend that never dies. This sounds more like Venti or D-Luke. Or it could be the Traveler. Let's continue.
So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look.
Alright, give it to me.
I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
Okay. You think if you own a souvenir shop, you would check all your merchandise, everything that's in it, and make sure everything was good. Perhaps we can ask a friend about this later. Most likely Vinci. No, Vinci? Vinci, he'll conceal it. It's already shown. It's already shown that too. Too. He'll use allegory to try to convey events of the past. But we also know through having Mona as a character, we also know that Mona came and perceived Vinci and his fate. So, and not only that, with Mondstadt being the place where the main statue in the entire city is described as the Gate of Celestia, we can only imagine that this entire region is being looked upon or being reviewed as like some secondary thing. Because right now, they're above Fontaine. But this place right here is being review bombed by Celestia, just to make sure what's going on over here, just to make sure the shit is on tight leashed. Okay, never mind.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
When I meant to say never mind, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking that Vinci was gonna walk up, but Sucrose did instead.
Oh, it was called The Boar Princess.
Do I have this book? Excuse me. If I don't have this book, I'm going to obtain this fast.
That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Oh, it could be something recently someone put in, which most likely was Vinci. Oh, Sucrose, let me inform you. Kale is intellectually and literarily ignorant. She is not educated, essentially.
Do you know her?
Yes, we know Sucrose. I'm trying to introduce you two. So can you let me talk?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Well, Paimon did it better than me, I guess. Let's continue.
Hello.
Oh, that's right. She's not very used to meeting new people. Now that her Alizar been cured, it should be pretty easy to be upfront with people. But at the same time, that trauma?
Hi.
Oh no, they're both socially awkward. I'm starting to cringe. Wait. Yep, they both socially awkward. But the only one who's got a blush on their face of embarrassment is Sucrose. Now I know there are gonna be other people who really into the whole shipping thing. They're gonna take this and be like, see, Sucrose loves Kale or has feelings for Kale. And when no, she don't. Stop it. Yeah, this is secondhand embarrassment. Dang, just talk. 4 eyes and illiterate. This is so.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy.
I know. Even though I'm like this in real life, but at least I got the confidence to open my mouth and greet with people. I also have to learn to look people in the eye when they're talking, just so that I can look like I'm having eye contact. Adapt the skill, shy people.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real?
I don't think it's a prophecy. I think it's a poem scheme made by Vinci, because he did it before. No, the one who did it before in the last Windblume was Kaya.
Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
Why not?
The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that.
The only person I can think of is Vinci. He's the only one. That's that very description of childlike wonder and imagination. Vinci is Vinci and Klee symbolize that, but Klee symbolizes it by default. Vinci is the embodiment of it.
Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
Vinci wouldn't do that, but at the same time, Vinci dodge his questions.
That's a great take. I love it.
Seems like Kale has been educating herself in the form of debate. Granted, she is from a nation that prides itself on debates.
Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
Paimon, do you not know who the Futsui are? Do you not understand human nature? Paimon, stop being stupid.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
Can't believe she sat there and let it come out of her mouth. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings? Everybody would, especially unintentionally. Sometimes it's intentional.
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something?
That was not an educated guess. I found it in no sense of logic. But at the same time, they live in a supernatural world where people, beast, half human, half beast people exist. And elves exist. And then there's one fairy that's standing next to me. I hope Paimon make a comment about that fairy thing.
I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
You need to stop shaking your chest in front of me like that. You're gonna make me act a fool right now. But anyway, I was about to say something. Crap. I was thinking about whether or not there's gonna be any lore information in this Windblume festival. Because I know the last one didn't have any lore information. Because it was that the last Windblume festival had an Archon quest connected to it. This one doesn't. This one, actually, yes it does. But the Archon quest already happened, so. What lore could come from this Windblume except from the books?
Wow!
Why is she shocked?
Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more.
Oh no! She doing the mind question stuff.
But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions?
She's not gonna find it annoying, but it'll make her feel uncomfortable due to the fact that because of her own lack of social skills. Because she's an animal character, right?
We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time?
How about saying, how are you? Would you like to get the lantern of utmost joy? I just also realized both Kale and Sucrose is rocking this thigh sock thing. And both look good in it too.
Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Of course you want. Stop acting stupid.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I can guarantee before, her wish was to cure me of this freaking Alizar. The only thing that makes sense for her second wish is most likely to completely remove that, make sure that dark power does not ever come up again, period, ever, for the rest of her life, the day her body rots in a grave. Or to kick it with Amber and everybody else in Mondstadt again.
I'd wish for a better personality.
Okay. This is a strange type of wish, but it makes sense. Okay, in certain contexts, this makes sense. One, if you are aware that you as a person have really bad habits, or done some pretty nasty and messed up stuff in terms of your personality, whether how you socialize, how you talk to people, how you treat people, and whatnot, yes, you would wish for a better personality. But if your personality never like that, and you wish for that type of wish for a better personality, it just doesn't make sense to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my also reaction, huh?
Huh?
Yes, uh-huh. Can we continue now?
You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already.
Yeah, tell her, Papa. She already fun to kick it with. And I found out how her burst works when when it affects to different elements, where it be hydro, pyro, or electro.
That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do...
Yeah, she gonna mention how she killed 2 people trying to get into Mondstadt without being stopped by the knights. Yes, please address that to the traveler. Own up to your sins.
Kale!
Oh snap! Here go the one to go the outrider. But I don't hate Amber. I don't got hate for Amber. Even for her playstyle, I don't got hate for her. I'm gonna try her for a Dendro team stuff. Anyway, later.
I know that voice! It's...
Big Sis Amber, yay!
Kale!
I love Amber's new outfit, even if it came in the form of censorship. It's a good design, let's not lie.
You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected.
Oh, so that means they contacted each other beforehand. So she already knew she was coming. She was just waiting for her.
I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Yeah, she would stand out in Mondstadt as green-haired, because there's no other Mondstadt character with green hair. So yeah.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You better have ate them pita pockets, because them things look good. If you didn't eat it, me and you gonna have a beef, Amber.
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
This is so lovely to see. Big Sis Amber and Little Sis Carla getting along together.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Paimon, you clearly didn't read the manga. Shoot, go educate yourself.
A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt.
They keep saying a long time ago. Why don't they just give us a timeline? Granted, if they did give us a timeline, they'll be telling us the age of these characters, and then people will get on a whole debate thing about the age.
So ever since my Elazar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured.
Great. Good for you.
Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
That's cool.
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead.
Sorry, Amber.
Wow! It just clicked my brain what she was doing. I lagged. Are you really about to blow off Amber? Granted, this ain't no lesbian couple type thing going on right here. This big sis, little sis type stuff going on right now. You really about to blow her off? To try to figure out this puzzle? That's kind of messed up, Carla. Shoot, no wonder you said you wish for a better personality.
I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, never mind. I labeled her intentions as being malice to some degree, or being messed up to some degree. Shame on me. I need a better personality.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
She better give it to you. You be busting your ass. You the only outrider too, so you best believe you be doing the most of the work.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now?
Should we babysitting again? Well, I'm babysitting again. I love the colors right now that's around it. We got 2 Dendro characters plus Animal plus Pyro. With all this matter, we already got a good reaction team going on. Better, I'm gonna put this team together once this conversation done.
I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Eula gonna be one of them, right? Rosaria, Barbara, who else? Diona, Has she met D-Luke? Who else? And what other monster character that she has never met in game?
Sure, no problem.
You can count on us.
Awesome. See you later then.
Deuces. Oh, is this getting back to the whole better personality thing? Don't tell me. Don't make me right. Don't make me say I'm right, Kale. Don't do it.
You all right there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me.
Something feel a little off about you. My bad. I'm yawning because it's like going on 11 o'clock, and I just now started playing around like 10:23, which y'all should know because I said at the beginning of this beginning of the recording session. What you got to say, Sue Girls?
Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope?
Cope? Girl, what do you need to cope about? You've met half the roster of Mondstadt characters before. What's the cope about? You ain't really meeting much new people. You at least meeting like at least 6 new people, and that's it. You good. You got it.
I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation.
Okay, yeah, she right about that. I forgot to name Sucrose. The only reason I didn't name her because you just met her, so you didn't even count as someone you didn't know. But yeah, she right.
I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people.
Not only do you lack self-confidence, you lack a whole bunch of stuff. You illiterate to a degree. You don't know math. From what I can tell, you don't know math. You know you got good cooking skills. That's what you do have. But that's all because of the past stuff that happened in your early childhood. Because, you know, sick with Alizard. I mean, you didn't go to school. Your body was fatigued, right? Can't really go out, socialize because of the harm of you just croaking it out of the blue. So your mama was worried. So she didn't push you through school where, public school, where you would have no choice but to socialize. Because if you don't socialize, you will end up not having that skill as you grow up throughout school and whatnot. So your self-confidence is already gonna be dead there too. So yeah, social breakdown 101.
It's nearly time. Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Yes, and only one of 2 of those characters is gonna make me cringe, and it's not because of the characters, it's because of the voice coming from the character. I gotta make this point clear. But it's not like I don't know how to separate the artist from the art, but in this case it's not even the artist from the art, because the artist created the art piece, right? Or the creator of the art, whether it be a video game, music, or whatnot. You can't separate them from the art. The thing is, when it comes down to this, it's not really a separation of the art. It's more of you gotta categorize it, because one, you know, the dude didn't create Genshin Impact, so it's not his art. It's someone else's art. So essentially, you have someone else's voice messing up someone else's art, right? That makes more sense, right? So it's gonna be kind of hard to wipe the smudge off someone else's art piece. It's gonna take a minute to wipe that smudge off before it gets clean. You feel me? I think I made a good analogy with that whole artist thing. Yeah, I think it was a good analogy.
Wind go with you.
I gotta make me something to eat. I'm thinking about eating me some ramen. Whew. Let's see how I feel hearing homie voice. It is a shame that man's voice is still on there, but we gotta deal.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I'm gonna say this right now. From this moment onward, I'm not gonna bring up that VA and that situation and anything else related to it. I'm gonna focus on this, Sino, Tignari, Traveling, and everybody else. That's what I'm gonna focus on. Because if I keep talking about it, it's gonna be irritating. Well, to you, the viewers, because Me already made my point about the situation.
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Yeah, because if you read the manga, you would know. Man, I can't only imagine the cringe on people's faces when this happens. Alright, now I'm done. I just had to say that one point. Should I wait till they're done walking all the way over there? Yeah, I'm gonna just let them walk. Alright, now let's continue.
Because it is the true great Vayu Viastra?
That was a horrible joke. It was so it was a horrible joke in the trailer. It's a horrible joke here because I don't even know what the freak he even trying to say. It's almost like he's trying to name a plant or the windmill itself. Yeah, sure. It's almost like it's a great view. That's what he's basically saying. I swear, if he got a smile on his face, I'ma slap him. You shouldn't smile at this joke. This joke ain't worth laughing at. Nor it don't even deserve a smile. Stop it. Oh, hold up. I will say this. I came across a YouTuber today who I think he basically what he did was he basically matched Tignari's VA. He basically matched Elliot's voice with his voice. But it's not like he did that technique where you alter the sound of your voice to sound like somebody else. It sounded like that was his natural voice. So essentially, it was another human being with the same tone or type of perception of voice as this other human being. So you had one human being with the same type of voice. So he was the video was basically some it had the apology thing, and then after the apology thing, he was like, L ratio, who asked, not problem, skill issue. But it was golden.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it.
I don't get it. So please explain your joke. That's how you know you're a terrible comedian, if you gotta explain your joke.
View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra. No?
Bro, I would have never gotten that. View, I got that. Those last three, I didn't even assume that. It didn't even come across my mind in my literary knowledge as words.
Tighnari, Sino, over here!
Yeah, get y'all dumbasses. Oh, I want to pretend to be a dog and I'm some canine fox creature. Oh, he got a pattern on his tail? I didn't know that.
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
It's Sucrose. But anyway, I just now noticed the pattern on his tail and it looks sick. And his character design is sick too. He got the hoodie thing. He got the hoodie piece on with the two strings right here. I respect the hoodie. I respect it. I wish his ears had like the same green type pattern he got on his tail, cause then it would just match.
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tighnari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
A botanist? What the freak is a botanist? I gotta search this up. But I'm gonna search this up later. But I was about to crack a joke, but I told myself I'm not gonna keep bringing that up. So I gotta fulfill my promise.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tighnari. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you as well. Wait, why am I saying that for? I already know who you are, stupid. I just didn't wish for you. I was planning to, but then it was just like I didn't have the primos.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tighnari, sir.
Oh, that means both y'all can get along well, because she follows Albedo, and we can only imagine when he's about to bring his behind into the conversation.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too.
Not knowledgeable like Albedo, though. Shoot, tell me, does your master know how to craft human beings, or artificial human beings, from soil itself, from alchemy? Tell me, does he know the art of chemia? I guess not. Sounds like a skill issue to me.
And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
The only skill issue Sino has is his jokes. Once he get that together, he won't have defaults.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions.
I also want to say this. I also like Sino's VA, Alejandro Saab. I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel, and I enjoy his content. I really do. Granted, I don't think I've seen a post from him lately. That's not his what's it called? His character model stuff. Right? My bad. Excuse me. Let's continue.
And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Oh, how nice of both of y'all. Y'all decided we about to be big brothering little Kale here. Which would make sense because she just recovered from Alazar. Thank you, Greater Lord Rukadevada and Nahida.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Hold up. The perspective don't change now. Now I gotta change my perspective. Y'all two some sly ass, lion ass, sly fox ass niggas. Are y'all serious? Bro, y'all can't even be upfront about it. That's crazy.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
Bro, you only saying that because you just want to come here. I know damn well that's not how, that you only putting that now because one, that is true of what your action is, but you know what your original action was. Stop lying.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
Yeah, you killed 2 people. I'm gonna keep bringing that up.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
Bro, that's what they got Nahida for. That's what they got Al Haytham. Who else? I'm not counting Dory. Dia. Layla, I guess. There hasn't been a lot of Sumerian characters that was released as recent. It hasn't. Nilu. There hasn't been a lot of Sumerian characters. The Wanderer, the Wanderer got it, bro. Never mind. Scrap everybody else. The Wanderer has it. And he's gonna order him. He gonna do it and handle the job.
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and 2 especially reliable helpers.
One of them is the Wanderer. I can bet.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
Albedo about the roll up. I know he is.
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
I wonder if Tignari or Sino have heard of him.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
First of all, you need to walk closer. I'm gonna start right now. Why you stop at the bridge piece right here? It's not even at the direct edge of the bridge. You're still on the bridge. Why would you stop here instead of getting closer? And you acting like people gonna hear you from that distance. Walk closer. The only person who gonna hear you is Tignari, because his big ass ears.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Oh, not just Tignari, but also Sucrose, because she got ears too.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
Yeah. Playable characters interacting with one another. Such good story content. And it's gonna be such a shame when this story can't even be replayed, a part of the story quest. This should be treated as a. But it, I think what's gonna happen. Hold up, before we continue, I didn't think I crafted a theory in my brain. So let me spill it out right now as quick as possible. So right now, they've introduced a new system into the travel guide book, right? Which is every time you complete an Archon quest, there's extra rewards. So you go into that get them rewards, right? So what I think is gonna happen next is right after that, because I think they're slowly building towards that. because we already know how China goes about telling their children or their people how long they can play video games for, despite the fact their government has no right to tell a person how long they can play video games for. If the person want to play 14 hours of video game, let them do that, because that's their life. Let them spend their life they want to. But anyway, I think what's going to happen next is that we're going to get an update, which is 3.6, or not even 3.6, but later on, probably like 4 point something, right? Later on, we're going to get an update where these type of quests right here that we're playing right now, these will be considered as main, not main story quests, not Archon quests, but story quests, right? Windblume story quest, Fallen Star, the Unreconciled Stars story quest. Like, I think they're gonna make an update where that whole category are just story quests that links to the Archon quest and all that other stuff, right? Then it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good content. Let's hope that's gonna be the case.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Oh, it's not gonna have a science conversation.
Wait!
Paimon, be quiet.
Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
You're gonna get left out. Be quiet, Paimon. I know I'm treating her mean and stuff, but yo, let them have this conversation. I'm really interested to know what they're about to say.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tighnari, sir, I can go get it for you.
Look at that. She all happy. Her ears all up and whatnot. She's excited to share her research. This is one of the reasons she lost her previous friends beforehand, because all her friends gave up on the very things that they were trying to pursue. They gave up on it, and then it led to the friend group collapsing, right? With this, she has people she can interact with and have a conversation with on similar topics, because she prides her entire work career in these topics. So now she can have fun discussing this with these people and socialize. Boom, we solved Sucrose's problem. Except for Sino, because all he want to do is crack jokes and no one care about his jokes.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
Okay. You know, can you blame a man when he's interested in an amazing topic? What? Are you recording? Yeah, I'm recording.
What new identities?
They're gonna be something stupid, I bet.
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tighnari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician.
I'm gonna say this right now. One, only one of these makes sense to match the character. The other two is inaccurate of the description of you. Granted, there's supposed to be new identities that's supposed to throw people off from you, but at least make it accurate to yourself, right? Tighnari being a technological consultant of the treasure hoarders, no, it's not. It doesn't even make sense to even him have that name. You should just call him a gardener. Yes, I know. Turn off the lights. Just turn them off. You gotta turn off that closet light. Oh, okay then. Yes, I know that. Anyway, let me continue. Family stuff. And you find that sort of roleplay fun?
Very much so.
Oh snap. He enjoys roleplay. I'd enjoy it too, actually. Granted, I don't participate in no roleplay groups or nothing like that when it comes down to like role-playing fanfic or stuff right now, or Dragons and Dungeons. Yeah, I don't do that, but like you know, as a child, when you imagine about some fictional thing and try to imagine yourself as that, yeah, I think I still do that a bit as of now, because like you got cool animes and cool story games like this coming out, and it's like, bro, who wouldn't imagine themselves in that world?
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead.
Yeah, because it's less dangerous. And I did not know he had an ear piercing. I'm not, see, I didn't know this. I looked at his character a couple times, but I didn't even know he had an earpiece this low next to his head.
What philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
I can relate to that last part, bro. I was just on that toilet not too long ago, and boy, oh boy, was it crazy. Kale, you are a juvenile. You are juvenile. You are juvenile, Kale. You gonna laugh at poop jokes?
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes.
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
And at least I was right.
Okay, I got it.
Oh yeah, they better whip something up in the kitchen.
But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket,
The wet blanket allegory.
it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult.
True. So the only possible thing that can make sense is they'll have to ship each other the ingredients to each other, right? These material ingredients. They'll have to ship it to each other, and then they both test it out in their respective lands. By hopefully, for Tignari, hopefully someone who works in alchemy, and for baby girl Sucrose, she'll just ask Albedo because since he most likely been to Sumero before, or knows about Sumero stuff.
Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
This man's in here writing on the chalkboard. I didn't even peep it. I bet he writing that all down right now, as she described. I knew it. He was.
Then please, allow me to help.
I'm so glad I did not click anything. I had to stop letting this autoplay work.
Mr. Albedo.
The cute plushes.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later.
Yeah, you can always rely on the homie Albedo before he turns on all of us. My bad, I'm getting me some Cheetos. Or, not Cheetos. I freaking hate Cheetos. I mean Cheez-Its.
But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
I hate Cheetos. Who did he draw a sketch of? Oh. Okay. Oh, he made an event plan, I think, for how we about to go about this. What you want from the king? What? John, you gonna... Oh. Yeah, sure. Give me a second.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
Impressive multitasking.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician.
He believes every word they said.
Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt.
I did not understand what he just said.
Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
tagging along for the food and board.
Excuse me. You're not included in the itinerary? Dang, I just heard him pronounce it. I can't pronounce the word.
That's why it's called tagging along.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician I'll approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents.
I can help too.
Oh, these lovely friends getting together.
And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Oh, snap. I just remember. Mona, she's the only character I know that loves this cold cut platter stuff. I hope she appears in this quest. I'm looking forward to it already.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
I love how it looks every time it's Windblume. Granted, this is the second Windblume, but I just love how this looks. Why did I hear the baby in the background?
Hey, Sarah, can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else?
This is the second time she done did this starry eye thing. That'll be all. I guess maybe one sweet madam. I guess. We must one sweet madam, I guess. I'm not gonna do Paimon dirty, especially after our Archon quest.
Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
Just don't ruin your appetite for later.
No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good food.
Yeah, and that's why exactly why you're
All
emergency
right,
food.
just a moment.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that's right. I gotta watch Silver Aster's video about why Paimon is considered emergency food. I ain't watch it yet.
If that was a Windblume treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
No, you don't. It's the same thing was saying, oh, I wish it was Christmas every day. At some point, it's gonna get tired being in the same day every day I'm there.